All right, friends, I'm gonna do another video again today, man. It's I guess the feud is still going on with Greg Doucette, so I'm gonna do a video on this feud he has with Togi. Downward spiral. I mean, man, he's so coping now, Greg, because Togi has put Greg down. If I woke up looking like Greg, man, I'd be so pissed. Yeah, I would be too. All right, man. Let's do a reaction. I could do a reaction to this video. Man, Greg Doucette, the gym, lifting, recruiting, gear, fitness slave himself. So Greg Doucette says Togi's downward spiral in Cabo. Okay, I love Cabo. Cabo's a nice place, but Cancun's better. I don't know why he's in Cabo. All the young people are in fucking Playa del Carmen, actually. Actually, they're mostly in Playa del Carmen. Well, because you can walk by the beach and everything. The Cancun's occupied by hotels. Oh, yeah.
Coach Greg, in today's video, the very cutesy, very mindful, very demure Togi versus Cabo. And so Togi just released a 2-hour movie. I've already watched the video, and I'm going to rewatch it and react to it. Okay. In this video, he's going to talk about...
Greg's going to react to his video, and I'm going to react to Greg's video. All right.
About how he's going to quit gambling. How he's going to lock in.
You know, that book back there, it says Anabolic cookbook. It really is a junk book. It's how to cook junk food. That's what he's really telling you. You can't be anabolic eating junk food. Anything that's artificial, fake food isn't a human, based on a human diet. You as a carnivore isn't based on your natural human diet as a carnivore, is considered junk food. And that's what that book is. So they take these foods and then they mash them up, smash them, a bunch of smashed seeds and everything. It's all junk food. It's just sugar, oxalates, toxins, poisons, and fiber, like your t-shirt made out of cotton. You think you can digest cotton, your t-shirt? Why don't you eat that? It's made out of fiber too. If fiber is so healthy for you, why don't humans consume clothes? They're made from cotton, they're made from fiber, aren't they? Come on, man.
How his goal is now to become an IFBB pro. How do you think that's going to go down? I just raw dogged this video. 2 hours, no alcohol, no gambling, no nicotine, no break. That's very impressive. I watched it at 2 times speed, having 2 bags of popcorn, blueberries, strawberries, and some sugar-free chocolate donuts. This is just a 4-hour Greg Doucette video waiting to happen. And so I'm going to do my best to record this in under 4 hours. Are you ready?
In the last week, we're up $100,000. Why do you think that is?
Well, the reason that is because we're forgetting about all the times we lost money. If all we do is show the times that we win and fail to show the times that we lose, it's going to look like
Man, he could be fooling you, Togi, playing with people. Get it? It's entertainment, Greg. Greg does entertainment too, fake stuff too, taking steroids and doing a bunch of weird stuff. What are you talking about, man? Trying to sell people on an estrogenic book, which is fake food, and then fake tablets are going to build you a muscle. Give me a break.
Gambling's going to make us a lot of money.
I think we've finally cracked the gambling code, the good karma strategy. People are sleeping on...
Even Togi doesn't look astronomically interesting, his body. He got a little bit of a pump there. He has some glycogen in his muscle. Took some gear, pumped some glycogen. He never got any adaptations. A muscle grows through adaptations. An adaptation can only happen, how should I put this? It can only happen very periodically. It can't happen often. There's reasons for that. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but doesn't look astronomically, doesn't look anything here, really. He's got a little bit of trap there, you know, something. But it's really, you can tell it's glycogen. But shoulders, when it comes to shoulders, it's hard to get adaptations in the shoulders. Really, it does. As a lifter, that's one of the hardest parts probably to grow, the shoulders. Yeah. So if it's round like this, it's pumped with glycogen in it. It's just artificial muscle growth, sarcoplasmic.
Doing good deeds narcissistically.
Newsflash, there's no such thing as good karma.
And so is Greg. Greg's totally artificial. He takes drugs.
You can't just give people money and expect to win more yourself. If that were the case, there are millions of people out there who are donating, doing great deeds, coaching children.
This video is 47 minutes long. That's crazy.
Teachers and so on, who have done great things for the world, that they would be reaping the benefits.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what else is going on here.
I used to look like this.
I'm looking at his old...
Yeah, okay. Looks good in the lighting. Drugs have a very good cosmetic, have a very nice cosmetic look. The word cosmetic means artificial, means fake. This is cosmetic. That's why it doesn't last. It only lasts providing you keep injecting yourself with these plant genetics.
Photo, and I have to say that I'm impressed. Despite the fact that he was on a...
Greg's impressed with anything that's cosmetic. Man, are you impressed with girls that paint their face with cosmetics? And then what about when they wash it off? You still impressed? Come on, man. When it's gone.
Gear, perhaps even a little bit.
How about the Botox face? It's cosmetic. It's fake. When it wears off, how do they look? All these things that they're doing cosmetically, you understand me? It's cosmetic it's something artificial they're trying to do to improve themselves. Even the Max Looking, this whole cult on Max Looking, the cult of Max Looking too is the same thing, doing improvements to your face because they are trying to help you and their channel's trying to tell you can improve your face, be looks maxing or max looksing, whatever, looks maxing. So you keep improving your face. They tell you how to improve your face, your nose, your cheeks, your this, your that. Yeah, because you just simply don't have it naturally. You simply don't have something naturally. And even if you did have something naturally, you did look good. Well, they're still trying to teach you how to look even better. That's the whole point.
That is a very impressive physique. And if he said, hey, I'm going for my IFBB Pro card, I'm thinking he has a chance. I mean...
Yeah, of course he has a chance like everybody else, dude. He has a chance like everyone else.
Look at this guy. He's only been training on gear at that point for perhaps 6 months. The guy is 6'2", good-looking guy, small waist, wide shoulders. And so why couldn't he get a pro card? I mean, after all, he got his dream physique in 6 months. And so
anybody who takes steroids can have a chance to get a pro card. Anybody.
If his dream...
But anybody out there that thinks they can get a pro card without taking these steroids and go there and show up, appear, good luck, dude.
Physique is now that of an IFBB Pro, then why couldn't he do it?
I was taking 1 gram of gear max, and now I'm taking over 2.5 grams of steroids, and I look worse.
And so considering that he was taking a gram...
He looks worse because his body has adapted to the steroids. It's protecting itself. Look, when they say in science, myocytic androgen receptor controls the strength, but not the mass of the limb muscles. Well, what controls that mass? Well, we know nuclei and the molecules will control that mass. So the testosterone that you have in your body, but you're not injecting testosterone, you're injecting some artificial fucking anabolics, whatever, testosterone, blah, 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 from plants. And you call it testosterone, whatever. It's not human testosterone. And so you inject it, and then the myocytic androgen receptors, they start to narrow. That's what happens. They narrow, they start protecting from taking in more of these hormones, and you stop accumulating. You're not getting nuclei, that's for sure, to support muscle growth, because you're an endurance athlete. You're lifting all the time in the gym. You're adapted, and so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so these the muscles, they're sarcoplasmic. There's 2 types of hypertrophy. There's myofibrillar and sarcoplasmic. This is sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Okay.
Gram of gear max to...
It's a type of artificial muscle growth based on glycogen loading. That's all it really is. The fact that he looks lean here and ripped here, that look is the anabolics doing that. So yeah, he's adapting, so these hormones are not working anymore.
Look like the guy on the left, and that he's taken 2.5 grams of gear now, it's not good. He clearly used to be locked in. He was dialed in. He put in the work. But since that time, he's just partying, not training seriously. And so despite the fact that he perhaps doubled or tripled the doses, he's gotten a worse physique.
Well, nobody wants to lift weights. That's why he wants an instant look without putting in the work. That's the point about taking steroids. It's cosmetic. You don't need to put in the work. Very little work needs to be put in to create these artificial muscles and suppress the triglyceride, the fat cells, so that you look lean. Taking these anabolics, androgenic anabolics. That's the whole point.
Want to develop a great physique, it takes more than just...
He's not using it for enhanced performing. He's using it for cosmetic purposes, which is artificial.
Gear. You have to work out harder than last time.
Old Togi is back.
No, you don't have to work harder than last time. You just have to work out a bit just to pump the glycogen in there a bit and a little bit more so that you can get rid of the triglyceride, let the anabolics take effect.
Chicken and rice, oatmeal, working out 7 days a week.
Yeah, chicken, rice, and oatmeal. Yeah, that's what's building this physique. Oh yeah, it's not the drugs.
No life, no bitches, no friends, big muscles.
Does this not sound like the
He's right. He's right. Yeah, man. He wants bitches.
song 6'5", Blue Eyes, Finance, Trust Fund?
I'm looking for a man in finance with trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes.
But in this case, it's 6'2", black hair, no fun, no bitches, and no life. What's the point of that? Can't we have balance? Why can't we be like Coach Greg? 5'6", black tank, Turk builder, cookbook.
And we're starting off our dialing in by going to the Young LA event. We're trying to get jacked, we're trying to get shredded again.
All right.
I think I'm going to do a bodybuilding show.
I think we're not going to see it. I think he's partied too hard. He's had too many bitches, probably getting close to double digits at this point. I don't think he's man enough to do it. I think he gets all his dopamine from gambling and that he's not going to be able to lock in to a hardcore diet. I mean, maybe if Coach Greg were coaching him, if he had my cookbook and could eat the variety of delicious meals, maybe then. But on a typical diet, like if he had a guy like Coach Kyle trying to dial him in, no way could Togi
All that food is junk food. It's all junk food. It isn't for humans. You can consume it, but it's not human. It's not for human consumption.
follow a diet that strict.
Drove the plaid for the first time. How exciting was that? It was terrifying.
No. Go.
No way would I let Togi drive my McLaren. And so, James English, I don't know what got into you, but that's a dangerous car. It's way too fast for Togi.
Wake up! Wake up!
This is the aftermath of partying harder than last time. He clearly drank too much, beber too much alcohol, and this is the result. This is not early morning. This is the afternoon. And remember, he just stated he's locked in. He's going for his IFBB Pro card.
It's 209.
Daily bonus. Those people are not nearly as locked in as I imagined.
And so he wakes up at 2:09, immediately starts gambling.
One day off can't hurt, even when you're trying to be a professional bodybuilder. One day off is not the end of the world.
And so here's the thing. The day off should occur once you've earned it. This was supposed to be day one. You're not supposed to take a day off before your workday even starts.
Realistically, would you have trained today if we weren't doing this?
Fuck no, dude.
Been in bed?
I honestly only train for videos at this point in my life.
And so I've already reacted to these videos. I mean, do I watch so much Togi that I've already seen his life's work?
I mean, it was steroids at first, then it was gambling. What's your next move?
IFBB Pro.
Being an IFBB Pro, it takes a lot of work. It took me until the age of 35 and 50 competitions before I earned my Pro card. But Togi, well, he's going for his Pro card right now. And on day one, well, he done in Turk. He woke up at 2:09 and he's already late for a podcast. How do you think this is going to end?
How many?
60.
60.
60 children.
Yeah. Give me a real number.
60, bruh.
Yeah, he's right. 60 kids. Yeah, man. This kid's smart, I'm telling you. That's a warrior. Warrior makes 60 kids, yes.
I'm already trying.
And so to all the ladies out there, little warning for you. When you pick the father of your child, pick one that's maybe going to be there for him.
I always loved to move, but I felt that my mobility and flexibility
Or for him. or her? Is this who you would want to be the role model, the one to guide your child into the future? Togi.
Well, Togi's trying to act like a Chad. He's not really a Chad. He's trying to act or be like a Chad, but he's not truly a Chad. You know what I mean? Probably you'd rate him, people would probably rate him a 4 or 5 out there, a 4 or a 5. He's not even at close to a 6 or a 7, so 4 or 5. Then there's lower people on the totem. You see them under 3, 2, and then 1. Oh my God. But yeah, he's not like up there with like supermodel, like, you know, fucking 9, 10, whatever.
If all you care about...
I mean, look at Greg. What would you rate him? Man, I'd rate him like a 1. I'd rate him 1. He's like, I'm being, man, okay, 1.5. I'll be kind, 1.5.
is having kids and you're not going to be present for any of them, just go to a sperm donating clinic. Go to a sperm bank. Donate.
He doesn't need to go to a sperm bank. He wants to enjoy doing it.
Need sperm. You'll have kids somewhere throughout the world. You're not going to be present. You don't know who they are, but you will have children. Don't ruin it for all the single moms out there.
How is he ruining it?
See, James, he's already engaged. He doesn't want the single moms. And so, Togi, you need to wear a condom.
If I got a call right now on this podcast and somebody's like, yo, I'm your son. It's so sick, dude. Let's go hang out.
Togi's 22. If he had a son, I'm assuming this kid would be maybe 5 years of age, perhaps even younger. You can't just go and hang out with your child in Cabo while being drunk and doing drugs. It doesn't work like that.
Because nobody loves finance. Every dude's like, yeah, I like finance. It's like, no, you don't.
Did he just say no one loves finance? 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund.
I'm looking for a man in finance with trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes.
Chicks dig a dude in finance. And why do you think men like being in finance? Because the chicks, they like it. Guys will do anything to get a girl. Half the shit that men do on this planet, all it is to get a girl. If there were no girls on this earth, half the men out there, they wouldn't even shower. Half of them wouldn't be going to the gym, showering, buying fancy cars, or even going to work. The woman has to see the man as being on a pedestal, being above them, better than them. If they're equal or, heaven forbid, below them, their girl's going to think, I'm doing this guy a favor. The girl wants a man to make more money than them, be tall.
Man, that chick is talking through her ass, okay? Because she met a Chad, she'd be blowing him from here to sky heaven, okay? Money or no money.
Than them, smarter than them, perhaps everything.
I think the safest route to success is practicing something that you enjoy, getting good at it, and developing a skill that's unique to you.
And so, Togi, what are you doing? Guaranteed to be good at gambling because you practice all the time and you're going to make money from it? No, it doesn't work like that. You can get as good as gambling as you want, but when you bet on plinko balls, you're always going to lose.
Oh my! Oh my God, bro, this is...
Yeah, cold plunging isn't for me either. But here's the thing. If you can cold plunge, my opinion, you can do anything. You just have to use whatever mindset got you to sit in that cold tub and channel that energy elsewhere. Rather than wasting your time...
Yeah, I'm not doing any cold plunges, man. That just accelerates aging. That stresses the shit out of you. No good. Greg loves stressing people out.
Wasting all your energy sitting in a cold plunge. Use that energy to, for example, put the fork down, to stop gambling, to wake up on time, to eat healthy, to go to the gym. And so that's what I do. I don't cold plunge. To me, I'm just too big a pussy. I can't do it. I'm not man enough for it. But what do I do instead? I race bikes, I train hard, I do videos, I work. I do everything else harder and better than last time.
Sure he does. Sure he does. Yes, of course.
And so maybe less cold plunging and harness that energy for other endeavors that are going to actually benefit your life. You don't need to cold...
Yes, guys, let me go out there, start injecting steroids, jump on a bicycle, make videos, go on stage, get an IFBB Pro card. Hey, guys, buy my supplements, buy my books, my training books, my fake cookbook. Fake artificial stuff and everything, my fake artificial muscles, my fake artificial life and everything else. Sorry guys, my woman has left me too. Man, right at the top of the peak of my fame. Everything is just like, okay, it's a beautiful artificial lifestyle. Yes, wonderful. But the one thing he can't get is something natural. He can't harness that natural thing, that Chads have out there, the Chads in the world, man. The real Chads, they have that, they can harness that natural thing where they can attract. They attract natural people, women to them. They want them. They don't care about their artificial money or artificial steroids or artificial life or any of these artificial things. They don't care about that. What women care about are natural things, naturally, and a natural guy. They don't really truly like guys that work out too much, unless, of course, you built your body, it was natural and it looks natural. But if it looks unnatural, they know it's unnatural. They can smell you out. They smell it's unnatural. Yeah.
Plunge, but what you do need to do is stop gambling. Stop getting drunk all the time, stop sniffing creatine, and perhaps wake up on time once in a while.
Really lock it in for a little bit. So it's like one good last hurrah, like a send off to my protein jail.
And so he's trying to get it out of his system.
Protein jail.
It's kind of like
He wants to live like those guys, you know, like Al Pacino and all that. What was it, Scarface? He wants to be like the Scarface guy. It's really entertaining, though. I gotta tell you, man. He is definitely entertaining, that Togi dude. He's becoming more and more entertaining because Greg's trying to prop him up at the same time, but they're feeding off each other.
the Trend Twins. All just eat a dozen crumble.
I think maybe Greg thinks his channel is going to start growing again if he hits these YouTubers like Togi, interesting people, and of course, you know, these guys, the Trend Twins.
Cookies.
I should do a video on them. Cookies and donuts build muscles. I didn't know that cookies and donuts build muscles. What kind of muscles do you build with if their muscles get bigger eating cookies and donuts, what kind of muscles are they growing taking steroids? Sarcoplasmic muscles. But people are just really too stupid to understand that. Man.
And then we won't cheat the rest of the diet. How does that work out for people? You can't get it out of...
They won't cheat the rest of the diet. You can cheat eating donuts and injecting anabolics, and you're not going to get fat. That's the thing. I knew friends way back, 80s, 90s. They took Winslow V, they took anabolics and stuff, and they ate pizzas and donuts. They ate crap all day, and they always stayed lean. That's the thing. You could get away with it taking these drugs.
System.
Because it's cosmetic.
One last send-off. Let's just gamble one more time, then we'll never do it again. That's what was said by every person who's ever had a New Year's resolution. And then by Monday, it's over.
I had no idea, Greg.
Protein jail for the next minimum 8 weeks. It's no
Protein jail.
booze. It's no gambling.
Why are you losing the bitches? What did that have to do with anything? Do people really think you can't have women? You're on a diet, no longer can you be with a girl. This is moronic. It's all about balance. You can be with a girl, but you go to bed on...
Yeah, but they don't like his face. That's the problem, Greg. You understand me? One thing that Togi can't change is his face and his hairstyle. He's got an ugly hairstyle. He's got ugly hair, and he's got a face. It's a face that women are not attracted to. Get it, bro? He's not looks maxing.
time. And you can gamble, just don't go in excess. But no, I'm Togi.
Have you seen these channels, looks maxing channels? Look at the guys that are running those channels. Man, you understand me? But then look at the people that are watching Greg. Well, these are all the people, they're on the totem. There's more, listen, there's more ugly people out there than good-looking people in the world. That's why he has the most, they have the most subs, these channels, because everybody thinks I got to go to the gym to get good looking. Gyms don't make you good looking. They make you uglier is what they do. Look at, why do you think people bring out their before and after pictures? If I bring my before and after pictures, I should put it on my channel again, my before after. I don't look any different than I did in the past. See what I mean? That's the whole point. But if you go to the gym, I've seen people bring out like their pictures and they look worse now than they ever did when they were young. Jesus.
It's all or nothing.
Do you see a pancake here? You're probably a little suspicious of that. No, it's actually nothing but protein, my friends. How about that?
And his pancake is nothing but protein. Is he perhaps dabbling in Coach Greg's cookbook? You all know there's pancake, French toast recipes. There's recipes for everything. Interested in a cookbook, code Greg, 15% off.
I'm interested in the book that is going to destroy your looks while lifting at the same time. So not only are you accelerated aging your face, lifting weights, chronically in a gym, There's no regeneration there going on. You're exhausting the stem cell pool, shortening your lifespan, and you're eating an artificial diet which will cause you diseases and who knows what. And 2, adds to the accelerated aging and who know, and whatever else, bro. And the ugly face and everything. These foods make your face ugly, okay? Fake foods make your face ugly, dude.
D3, COQ10, biotin.
Look, I tried the fruit stuff and everything. It made my face look ugly. That's why I stopped doing it. That was during COVID because I had nothing better to do. I was experimenting, and I'm telling you from experience, it'll make your face ugly. What makes your face look good looking is your natural food as a carnivore, meat. That's going to make you good looking. Now, I can't tell you about seafood too much. Maybe seafood may have too much mercury in it, something, whatever. Maybe you shouldn't eat it so much. I'm not really sure. I experimented now a little bit, eating a lot of sushi, more whatever, I'm going to go back probably mostly eating beef because beef is the best because there isn't any toxins in beef, okay? And it's not deficient in any nutrients. So if it's not deficient in any nutrients or anything like that, why do I need even fish for? Get it? So land animals are much better, grass-fed beef. And where I live, it's all grass-fed.
Dim supplement, zinc, immune support, because if you're sick, you can't stay dialed in.
And then Togi then goes on a spiel of about 20 different supplements, none of which were Geo2 Max and or Turk Builder. I mean, Togi, what's wrong with you? Do you know how simple this is? Did you not watch my video? I said if you want supplements...
See, if you want supplements, he's going to sell you supplements. Does supplements sound like enhanced performing? No.
We'll send them to you. You just got to send...
What's a supplement? Nothing. It's nothing. They're just plants that you were already eating. It's in the cookbook. And they ground it down into a powder and they put it in a pill and they said, hey, sell your, what is it, Jack and the Beanstalk? Sell your cow on the market and I'll give you these magic beans. Okay, Greg.
Me a DM and ask. We're doing you a solid. After all, you're living rent-free in my head. And if you want to learn how...
He's living rent-free. I don't want to know about your pills, man. Fuck me. And I don't want to know about these things.
Member of society. Let your freaking roommate work for once. Let him get a real job. He's trying to be
Be a good member for society. Yeah, okay.
productive member of
When did society ever give a shit about you or anybody else?
society, unlike you.
Yeah, check me in.
When did society ever care about you? Everything that you see around you is corrupt. The court system, the judges, the police, the government officials, your government, your president, your whatever. They're all corrupt, babe. All these people, anything in government is corrupt. It's all corrupt, man. It's ridiculous. They'll tell you, well, look, good majority of them act in their personal capacity, and they get away with it. They're not acting within jurisdiction. Nobody is.
No, don't touch me.
The only thing that could actually act in jurisdiction is a robot, is a computer, because it would be programmed that way. But humans are flawed because humans have a thing called biased. You understand me? Biased.
Togi, you can't just walk in and rule the world. There are rules, and yeah, I get it. Bitches love...
He can't walk in and rule the world. He can do whatever he wants, but the bitches won't come after him because he has an ugly face. So he thinks they'll come after him because he created this artificial body.
when guys are rule breakers, but they don't like it when you're actually in jail.
Dialed again.
No Looks Maxing channel is about the body. It's always about the face. Go to Looks Maxing. Type it up on YouTube, Looks Maxing. What is Looks Maxing about? It's about having the most attractive face. Okay, why don't these channels have massive followings? Why? But why do fitness channels have massive followings? Why? Why? Because you go to the gym, you lift weights, right? You can change your body. It's easy, right? But you can't change your face. And even if you were to do some plastic surgery to your face, you still couldn't completely change it. There'll still be markers there. You can't. It's hard. It's really hard. But like I said, they have Looks Maxing. They tell you how to change certain things in your face, like lose weight, so you can see your jaw again or something like that. They tell you certain things. Maybe whiten your teeth or whatever. Then it's all cosmetic after that. Botox your lips, or Botox your face, certain areas.
Day, technically one, actually. And we're going to...
And the problem with a lot of people don't want to do that. Guys don't want to do that. They don't like doing cosmetic stuff too much to their face. So they're like, I'll do cosmetic stuff to my body. I'll take steroids. That's a lot easier.
Started off with something difficult, leg day.
But they don't understand that women are not attracted to that, really. They like a guy kind of built, not super built, but built enough and not super ripped. Ripped enough, but not super ripped. They like you to look natural. They don't like unnatural looks, bro. They're not attracted to it. They'll smell you out.
Officially now the actual start of his prep for his IFBB Pro Carb, day one, leg day. Of course,
Originally, why did he start lifting? For bitches, that's what he said, wasn't it?
leg day, we're now hitting triceps. And of course, we're hitting back while removing our shirts at the gym. And of course, don't forget the biceps. And so, Togi, you're allowed to do full body workouts. It's how I train. And I know I have a horrendously awful physique that if you ever look like me, that you'd never be able to live with it. But remember, the baddies, for example, Mepsigram, they love it. She's literally creaming herself, gushing everywhere, Togi. Can you believe it? And so you can train your full body perhaps 3 days a week, do cardio on the other days, and you too can develop an impressive physique.
Yes, train your body 3 days, 4 days a week, pumping glycogen in your muscle so that you can create a beautiful cosmetic look, temporary cosmetic look, to fool these women. And then when the drugs go and everything goes, so will the women, because they'll discover it was fake to begin with.
Now remember, try doing it while lowering your HRT dose to 140 milligrams like Coach Greg, and let's see who has the better physique.
We are feeling pretty
Perk!
flat, I'm not gonna lie. We're fully off cycle now.
I'm not going to lie, Greg's channel is a cosmetic channel. Don't know why he's targeting it towards natural people when he's on drugs. And he does videos on drug addicts like these people lifting and taking these drugs for cosmetic purposes. How's that going to work for natural people? Natural people aren't doing any of that. They're not getting this. They're not getting this look. They're not getting any of that. What's the point? I don't understand this channel, but whatever.
We're still taking, gram of testosterone.
And of course, the posing at the end of the workout where everyone says you're feeling flat. That's because you're not on enough steroids. Only 1,000 milligrams. That's practically natural. How could you ever build muscle on only 1,000 milligrams? 140 milligrams, Togi. 140. It's called Turk Builder and GO2 Max.
You can't just start blasting gear and not work out.
See, it's called Turk Builder and GO2 Max. That's going to give you the beautiful cosmetic look, guys. Don't forget to dial in.
So I'm trying to go the natty route a little bit, get my gyno out, and then once I'm dialed again, they can hop back on cycle.
And so
The natty route, go back on cycle after getting rid of what? His boobs? Man boobs. You're kind of young to be getting man boobs, even on drugs. I don't know anybody got it when they were young like him. But okay, whatever, man. That's just crazy.
what he's saying
Maybe somebody gave you estrogen. You've been injecting estrogen. Watch out.
is you can't just blast hella gear year round. You have to go through periods of lower doses and higher doses. That's known
Why do you have to do that, Greg? So you can unadapt and adapt again?
as blast and cruise. And so what he's saying is he's going to cruise on 900 milligrams of test and blast at perhaps 2,500 milligrams.
That's not how you. I can tell people how to. Okay, so you adapt to these steroids, they stop working. So what do they do? They take higher dosages. But I know a way that you can take the same dose and you can unadapt to it using another drug at the pharmacy that you get at a pharmacy. Now, I don't know here, North America, you need a prescription for it, but in these other countries, you can get it over the counter without a prescription. But I'm not promoting that. I'm not going to tell anybody what it is. I could say it in this video, but I'm not going to. Why should I?
Now, to me, that's a very high dose, but what do I know? I'm 48. It's not as if I've trained my entire life or have coached pros, including myself. It's not like I know as much as Mike Israetel. I mean, clearly he has way more knowledge about professional bodybuilding than Coach Greg. And I'm being
Again, it comes down to Man, okay, forget it. I'm not going to talk about it in this video.
Sarcastic.
I'm being sarcastic.
We have a $10,000 a month rent bill. Obviously, this month we were good. The 64 bando win.
$10,000 rent bill in Cabo? $10,000, man. You can get a beautiful place for less. What? Not even. What are you talking about? You can get an apartment for $500. That's amazing down there. What are you talking about? $10,000. That's just stupid.
Just about covered that.
So step one is not getting ripped off by some guy wanting $10,000 a month rent.
Yeah.
See, you need Coach Greg as a life coach for $39,000 a year.
Oh, is he talking about a coach? I don't know what he's talking about.
I could be your life coach. You're thinking that's a lot of money.
Oh, okay, life coach, $10,000. Yeah, right. Like Greg, rip off. He's not gonna pay Greg, man.
Can you imagine how much money Togi would save by giving Coach Greg $39,000 to run his life? It'd be hundreds of thousands. It would pay off in dividends. I mean, the ROI, it would be through the roof. At least 5 to 1. There's no way I wouldn't save Togi at least 5 times his money spent on investing in Coach Greg as his life coach. Imagine Togi.
Look, everybody wants to, like, if you're just doing things naturally and you are progressing, whatever. But everybody wants to know, they can't believe it that somebody can actually naturally build their body. Because they just don't believe it, because they can't do it. They don't understand the concept of how muscles are built, the bodies and all that. And so they're always failing. Everybody fails, and they all fail together. And so, yeah, they want to see some guy taking drugs because in the back of their mind, they believe they can't get that. So I got to take this drug. And so there are other kind of drugs that don't have side effects that you can take and impress people too on the internet, for sure. You know that? You can come on. If I started doing that, my channel would probably go fucking astronomically, like boom, man. Especially at my age. Shit, man.
Had Coach Greg as his life coach.
Dialed again. Boom. Meal number 3 or something. A little chicken and rice.
Did he actually not see the broccoli? He said chicken and rice. I did, in fact, see broccoli.
I don't know how people do this goddamn dialed bullshit. I am so bored. I'm getting flashbacks to like the old days when I had nothing better to do.
I mean, is bro talking about No Nut November? He's made it 35 hours. He doesn't know what to do with himself.
I don't know what the fuck am I supposed to do? Look up more chicken and rice recipes, bro? Like,
well, Togi, you could watch Coach Greg videos. Did you, in fact, start reading the book Attached? Start with the book Attached. I'm not going to get you into some advanced reading, hold me tight. You need to have a baseline. Perhaps you could read 8 Rules of Love if you have some interest in this. Have a dozen other books that you could read, but why don't we start with the book Attached? Once you learn a thing or two about your attachment style, you can then understand women, perhaps what you should say, how you should act. Then I can get you on to reading How to Become a Man, a real man, a masculine man, one of which the real baddies can respect, the ones that you would perhaps want for the rest of your life. Well, you did in fact say you wanted to be a dad, one with perhaps 60 kids. Why don't we set a realistic number? Let's start with 1, maybe up to 6 if you can find that woman of your dreams. But let's be honest, the chances is not looking good. Probably never going to happen, but let's at least give you a fighting chance if you could start by reading a book. It's all in the fingers. I'm not talking about fingering. I'm talking about how to flip a page.
I've been dialed for about 35 hours, which when you say it out loud, it doesn't sound like that long, but it was hard, guys.
Of course it's hard. No one says it's easy. Just because it's only been 35 hours doesn't mean it's easy. It's hard. Harder than last time.
I had ice cream once. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even film it because I was embarrassed about the ice cream.
Togi. It's in the cookbook. Protein ice cream. You can use the regular protein ice cream. Remember the one where you can hold over your head, it doesn't come out on your face? There are low-calorie, protein, anabolic ice cream alternatives rather than just having pints of Haagen-Dazs, Ben & Jerry's, and so on.
I just booked a flight to Cabo. I think I maybe deserved this a little bit. You know, I worked pretty hard the last 30 hours, and I kind of deserve a week off.
And so remember, he started his chase for a pro card by taking the first day off, and everyone deserves a day off. He's now made it 35 hours, of which he's cheated with 2 pints of ice cream, and now he needs a week off. You're doing a little bit too much glazing of yourself. You can't be taking a week off every time you go 32 hours without cheating on your diet.
Work hard, play hard. That's what I like to do. That's how it's done.
And so when he says work hard, play hard, that's all fun and games. But you're doing a lot of the play hard and not a lot of the work hard. The working hard involves, let's say, at least working a week straight. Going a full...
When did Greg ever work, man? Do a real physical job that he was working?
Week without gambling, losing money, and working harder than last time. Then you perhaps could take a week off.
My roommate Nate just got home from work, I believe. And I'm very excited to tell him, like I said, I've not told the roommates we're going to Cabo tomorrow.
And so are
Togi's got a funny face, man. He's got a funny nose.
they in fact in a situationship? And so remember,
How would you rate Togi's face, man, like on looks maxing?
he said it wasn't straight when you're dialed in. Is that perhaps messing with his mind? He worked for 32 hours straight. His baddie's nowhere's in sight. And he's bringing now his boys, his homies to Cabo.
I'm excited. We're going to go tell Nate that we have made it.
He's gonna take his homies to Cabo. Like seriously, like I said, he's not a bad kid, but he's not a looks maxing face. He just doesn't have that face looks maxing. Maybe he could, try to get his cheeks to come out or something. Okay, squinting here. I don't know what he could do to his face. His nose, it's kind of like it's fat at the tip, really, really, really fat. It's kind of weird. And his lips, I don't know. His face is just weird. His eyes, the eyelids are not underneath, so that's another thing. I don't know, bro. He just doesn't have that looks maxing face. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what kind of improvements he could do here, possibly.
Out the mud. We no longer need to be struggling.
We no longer need to be struggling. Look at his face. It looks like Yogi Bear. He's got a goofy face, bro. He's got a Togi face. No wonder why they called him Togi. Stands for Yogi. Yogi Bear. Maybe that's why they called him that. Look at it. I don't know. It just... His puffy cheeks, his lips, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of him. I'm saying he's on the max looking chart. I'm sorry, bro. It's like a 4. It's a 4 for me. I'm sorry. And I'm being kind.
With the rent, all I have to do is set aside $10,000 from my pay, and then I can,
This is a young guy we're talking about. He should set aside that pay and start putting work into his face. He needs to figure out how to do the looks maxing thing instead of the body maxing. The body maxing is not working.
Notice this, we don't need to struggle in the rent. I can't wait to tell him. I hate it when...
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Hey. I'm no eye surgeon like
Okay, this video is way too long, man, so I'm just going to skip through some parts.
Mepstagram, but if I were to ask her, I'd say...
I mean, Togi looks like Yogi. I'm sorry, I forgot to start this thing. I missed it. Togi looks like Yogi, man, really. If you look at his face, he needs to work on the looks maxing. He needs to work on his face on looks maxing. That's all I can tell you, man. I'm sorry, I was talking and then I wasn't recording, so I'm doing it again. So he needs to work on it. The nose is a little bit fat at the tip, whatever. I know he's young and everything. I give him on a 4. You go to these looks maxing pages. What are they all about? Their face. That's how you get the chicks, dude.
Does this look normal? And so when the eyes, he's all suave, 6'2", top.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Because you asked me to get you.
This trip, she's with Togi. Togi, a masculine man, is true to his word. Perhaps
What?
could they have not had
Who's masculine out there? Everybody's eating a fake diet. They're all fucking domesticated. Where's the masculine men? Come on.
better use of their time?
Whatever.
Let's call it. Well, he's 6'2", 22 years of age, good looking with money. And so how can he not have all the baddies? I mean, what is he like?
He's not. I like how Greg said he's not bad looking. Look at Greg, man. He's not max looking. That's for sure. Greg, I give him, like I said, a 1. But anyways, yeah, Togi, he doesn't have an attractive face. I'm sorry, bro. He's slim. He's maybe tall, but he's not attractive, bro. He's not attractive.
Hacking.
Your phone's broken. You have a...
He's gonna attract women that are like a 2, a 3, or something like that. Maybe he can get with them. He's not gonna get with the hotties.
boyfriend.
And so, shocker, her phone and convince that girl to like you. Go for
Maybe you can get a prostitute, a hottie prostitute. She'll be hot for you only for your money, though. If you want to spend money.
the ladies who already do like in Mexico. You don't need to be a doctor. You don't have to study medicine to understand.
No, you don't.
You shouldn't do them, but he does a shit ton of them.
Okay.
I turned it into like 2 million, and then we split it. Lamborghinis, bro, fuck the bitch.
This could be so huge for me. I could quit my job.
You can't solve life's problems by giving people money. Giving somebody money,
Sure you can. What are you talking about?
it's like teaching someone to fish versus giving and waste all their money gambling every night and not even getting laid.
Going in a hot tub with a bitch.
I love that. Gambling all their money away and then not even getting laid by the bitches. I mean, what's the matter with his face exactly? Togi's face here. Just looks like Yogi Bear. Togi stands for Yogi. That's why they called him Togi, because he looked like Yogi. He looks like Yogi Bear. He's got a funny nose. The tip is like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this face, bro. Maybe he could do like I said, he could do a Max Luxing thing, try to fix his face, put some money into fixing his face. But he can only go so far, man. I don't know. The eyelids here, this, that, to something. I don't know.
Is cool.
Bro,
How to make that face into an attractive face. Yeah.
my pool is the same
Maybe that's the next step for Togi. Maybe he could do a how I improved my face, how I got my face to, looks maxing, whatever. I fixed my face so I could be more attractive to bitches.
temperature as a hot tub. It's oftentimes
Greg has never invested in his face. He's got he takes steroids to blow up his body and muscularity, but bodies just look like bodies. And well, then again, not all bodies look the same, but whatever. Okay.
97 degrees. Essentially, it's 20 hot tubs all in one.
Nothing too
Right. Okay.
crazy. 5 shots of it.
Look, he's eating these unnatural foods. That's what makes your face ugly, dude. Dude, this is what makes your face ugly. What makes your face attractive is natural food.
Espresso, 5 shots of vanilla syrup.
So that would be a start for Togi, right? He should do a whole episode of how I ate natural food to, I don't know, to change my facial features to make them look more naturally attractive. There you go. That would be a start, right? And then after that, more max looking stuff. That would make him very popular in a combination with this crazy bodybuilding.
6 shots of sugar-free vanilla syrup. 4 shots of caramel syrup. 4 shots of stevia.
I'll never get over
4 shots of toxicity, garbage, fake domesticating food, and swallow it down and domesticate yourself further and get more ugly than the last time. Okay.
Rose orders
All
from
right.
Starbucks.
I didn't know people wanted to make themselves look uglier. I always thought people wanted to make themselves look better. Okay, so eat this stuff so you can look uglier? Is that the goal? That doesn't make any sense, man, but whatever.
I mean, I just can't.
I don't get it.
Steroids.
That's like Greg's book over here. That Anabolic cookbook is actually artificial cookbook. Artificial food makes you ugly. How to get more ugly by this book. You understand me? How to get more ugly. Buy my pills and go work out and get more ugly too. It's crazy.
But anyway, a little Starbucks rant for you guys.
Okay.
I got my heat
Starbucks rant. Anyways, tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you in the next video. This is way too long, bro.
pool. I got my cars. I got my mansion.
I got my car, I got my pools, I got my mansion, but I got no woman. And my woman left me. Okay.
And unlike you, I don't waste all my money gambling.
I don't waste all my money on gambling. I got all these artificial things. I got the artificial cars, the house and everything, man-made stuff. But I don't have a woman, and no women want me because I take steroids and I'm ugly. I'm a hobbit.
read my books. I understand the lady.
That makes no sense, man. How to be more unattractive than the last time so you can be so unattractive, and then I'm gonna get you, you're gonna make money, cars, and a house, and that's gonna make me attractive, and then I make another video of how nobody wants me now. I have a car, house, and whatever, and my woman left me. Okay.
And so Togi, you need to listen to Coach Greg, but no.
I wouldn't listen to him, man. Don't listen to anything he says. Listen to people with experience and the natural people out there in the world that are really getting it and have it together. You know what I mean? It's good to have money in this world, definitely, for traveling, buying things, doing certain things. But how many cars can you drive? Notice what Coach Greg showed in his video here. He showed all these, what was his house, the cars? Look. I don't know if I can go back there now. I don't know where it was.
No, Coach Greg doesn't know what he's doing. If I ever look like that guy.
Yeah, like the cars, the house. How many houses can you live in? How many cars can you drive? How many steaks can you eat, right? You know what I mean? Per day. Like I can eat a lot of steaks, but I'm just saying typically, like there's only so much that you need. What you really need in this world is attraction. You need to be as attractive as you can make yourself. That's about it. That's the bottom line, bro. And the book of attraction is based on attraction. That's how you attract things to you. Taller people, better looking people get more opportunities in this world. Why? Because it's based on attraction. Get it? So the whole thing about, by my book, the book of attraction is based on you being attractive to attract things to you. It isn't based on I'm gonna make myself one with the universe, and that's gonna attract things to me if I think about them. If you think about them, they're not happening. I could sit there and think about the most beautiful girl across from me, get it? I'm gonna try to think of attracting her to me, but guess what? If I don't look good, she's not gonna be attractive to you. End of story. Bye. Anyways, man, I don't know what else to say there, man. This is
I couldn't
crazy.
handle it. Well, Togi, let's see you lock in. And then
Greg's constantly showing his manlit body. Nobody cares. Everybody can get that body taking steroids. You understand me? Getting lean and looking like that. You understand me? But the face, he can't change the face. It's ugly.
it's time for longer than 32 hours. Don't forget, Togi, you should be...
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, Togi, buy more garbage, more fake food so you can get uglier than the last time. Artificial food. Yeah, that's it. That'll do it.
Getting my cookbook as well as
Yeah, get his cookbook, GOT Max tablets, more faker than the last time. I'll see you in the next one, man. This is all marketing, bro. See ya.